Hello and welcome to a new video. I'm back in Australia, in Melbourne to be precisely, and this is my first time here in Melbourne, but I really wanted to see the city. It was missing on my list what I wanted to see in Australia. So yeah, now's the time and I'm really excited and I'm really looking forward to explore the city, and maybe at the end I can tell you what I like more, Sydney or Melbourne. I know there's a thing between the cities, or do I even like Brisbane more? I can tell you at the end, but now let's go, let's explore Melbourne. Here's also a wheel like in Brisbane, but this wheel is much smaller and it's only here for a short time, so it's not comparable. But here, #Melbourne, this is great. And also the sun is coming out. Blue sky here. Here are a little bit clouds, but yeah, I think it's the best you can get here in Melbourne. A really beautiful day today. Here you can see the skyline of Melbourne, and also here there's a little bit more cloudy, but here it's actually sunny blue sky here, and it looks really cool. Also this building looks fancy, but there's not this landmark like in Brisbane or especially in Sydney or also in Gold Coast, but still a beautiful skyline. This building here looks so cool, like from the ancient Greece. It's called the Shrine of Remembrance, so I think it's like a memorial, like the Anzac Memorial in Sydney, but yeah, it looks so cool. And also I have to say it again, the weather is awesome, and there you have a good view of the skyline of Melbourne. Yeah, fantastic day here. Now I'm here at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Melbourne, and I've heard that they are really beautiful, so I'm really looking forward to it, to see some nature, plants, flowers and everything, and then I can decide or say if the Botanic Gardens here are better than the Royal Botanic Gardens in Sydney or in Brisbane. So yeah, I'm excited, so let's go, let's check out the Royal Botanic Gardens in Melbourne. Here's an area which is dedicated to different kinds of cacti, and I think it's really good to have these different kinds of plants in different areas, and to see this, yeah, I definitely like it. The area is actually called the Eric Garden. There you can see it again. Yeah, pretty cool. The Royal Botanic Gardens here in Melbourne are actually pretty beautiful. It was really great here, and they have these different areas dedicated to different kind of plants, this big kind of lake and everything, island, and yeah, but I can't really tell if I like it more than the one in Sydney. I really love the Botanic Garden in Sydney, and also the one in Cologne is pretty beautiful, so I can't really say it, but the Royal Botanic Gardens in Melbourne are great. Thumbs up, definitely worth to visit. Now I'm in Albert Park, and this place is special because here the Grand Prix of Australia takes place in Formula 1, and yeah, this is like the place where the pits are. Here you can also see this pit lane, here the different pits, and yeah, here is the circuit, but it's off season. The race was in April, I guess, and so you can't really see anything. It's like a normal park now, but yeah, when the race, the Grand Prix, takes place, this is the circuit here where I'm walking right now, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, right now just a park, nothing really to see, but still a great place. This pit here is open and used for some indoor sports thing, but yeah, let's have a quick look here. Yeah, no cars because no race, but usually here are the cars. Yeah, interesting. Here's a really cool, I call it painting or graffiti or something, sticker of the Grand Prix of Australia here in Melbourne. I'm in Albert Park, so yeah, this is where the Grand Prix takes place with some drivers and everything. Really, really cool. Melbourne. The sun went down, but you know, my day isn't over yet, because now I'm gonna show you Melbourne at night, and you can see it right behind me. The skyline of the city, the river. It's beautifully illuminated. I really love the city lights, and I really love a city at night. It's amazing. So I think Melbourne also will be really beautiful. Good morning, another day here in Melbourne. Yesterday was really a great day and I was really lucky with the weather. During the day it was actually sunny, it wasn't that cold. In the evening it was raining a little bit, also at night, but it was okay. I expected worse here from Melbourne, but I also really like the city. But yesterday I showed you more of the parks, the Botanic Garden, Albert Park, the F1 Grand Prix circuit. But now I'm gonna go more into the city and show you some great places like the town hall and yeah, the city overall. And I haven't really planned anything, but this is like the best. I just go to the city and discover different places because I haven't been here. I talked about this, so this is also a great thing for me. So be surprised and yeah, let's explore the city together today. And right now I'm at a harbor, you can see it right behind me, and this is the point where we start our little city tour today. This sculpture here also looks very interesting, and yeah, here is, it's not the skyline of the city but this harbor. Cool place. And look what I also found here, the Marvel Stadium. I think it's just a normal stadium for sports. I don't know what sports here, but yeah, I think it's Marvel is just a sponsor, but it's still really cool to have it here. And here you can see some Marvel heroes from the comics like Spider-Man or the Falcon, and this could be like an homage to Thor's hammer or something. Yeah, they have some Marvel things here at the stadium, so it's not just the name, it's also a little bit design. Here's the central station of Melbourne, so a lot of trains here, and yeah, also some shops and everything. Here is the town hall of Melbourne, and it also looks pretty impressive, but also pretty similar to the one in Sydney. And another tram. A lot of constructions also, like in every Australian city, but also in Auckland, yeah. But yeah, I like the town hall, I guess. Also old-fashioned design. It's cool. Here is another park, the Treasury Gardens, and yeah, it looks pretty cool here with this stone path and also the fountains and the waterfall there. Yeah, really cool park in the middle of the city. I really love city parks. It's a little bit of nature within the city and a cool place to just chill or yeah, just do some stuff, I don't know. But yeah, I like it. Now I'm in Fitzroy Gardens. It's another botanic garden here in Melbourne, and it's right next to Treasury Garden, the park I was before. And yeah, right behind me is the conservatory. It's a house where you can find lots of plants, a lot of nature. So I'm excited to go in there, and yeah, right behind me is the garden, the park, everything. So yeah, let's go. You know, I love the botanic gardens and I always find them, and also on this tour. This wasn't planned, but I think it found me. Let's go in there. Wow, it's awesome here. The smell, there's a really great smell of nature, the plants, and it's Actually really warm here, and also some music playing. I think you hear this. A really great place. And there's also a water fountain. Let's see. Yeah. Actually pretty cool. Wow, I love this. Here's a place we can just sit and chill, and I don't know, this is maybe for pictures. A statue. Yeah, it's not really big, but it's actually a really beautiful place here. If you're ever in Melbourne, just visit this. It's not that big, but it's definitely worth it. A really cool place. Here is the Chinatown of Melbourne. I also saw Chinatown in Gold Coast, or of course in Sydney. And yeah, like almost every big city has a Chinatown, which is, yeah, not bad. I like the architecture. It's also something different here, and yeah, cool. Also here in Melbourne. This was my trip to Melbourne. Yeah, I know it's already over. I only stayed here for 2 days because on Tuesday I arrived here pretty late. I was in my hostel at 12:30 or something, so I couldn't really do anything that day, but I had 2 full days to explore Melbourne. And I have to say, I really like the city. It's also unique from Sydney or Brisbane or any other cities in the world, so it has its unique vibe. And what I like the most is actually the architecture. There are these high modern buildings, skyscrapers, but also these buildings that look like from Gotham City, from Batman. And there's also a street that's called Batman Street or Batman Road. And there's a lot of street art. And Melbourne is also known for its fashion. It's a fashion city and everything. Many shops and everything. So a great city to live the city life. There's also the river. I mean, I'm sitting right next to the river, like also in Brisbane. But I would say the promenade in Brisbane is much better. And another good thing was actually the weather. It was surprisingly good. It was sunny yesterday and also sunny today. Like, it's always a little bit cloudy. Today was more cloudy than yesterday. And right now it's getting actually cold, but it's also not that cold. I mean, we are in the middle of winter right now here in Australia, so it's still okay. And yeah, I had 2 really great days here in Melbourne. Of course, I stayed again in a hostel. The hostel was called Melbourne City Backpackers, and the good thing about the hostel was it was really central in Melbourne. It was in the central business district, so from there I could do everything. Also, I don't even have to take a bus or a train or something. I could everything do while I was walking, which is great. And also the hostel was alright. It wasn't really modern. It wasn't really big. I had a 6-bedroom, like with bunk beds and everything. Yeah, you know it, like the usual stuff. Breakfast was included. It was just toast, some things, buttery or peanut butter on top, some cereals, everything. Pretty basic. It's okay that you have it. You don't really need it. There was a small kitchen and everything. A small community area. There were community events, like yesterday was beer and wine events for free. Bathrooms, community bathrooms. Yeah, all the stuff, you know, it's not really special, so yeah, but it was alright. Had a great stay. I mean, I was only there for sleeping actually and eating dinner and everything, but otherwise I was like outside exploring the city, so this wasn't that important. Yeah, but it was alright. And now at the end, the big question: which city is better, Sydney or Melbourne or Brisbane? And yeah, comparing Sydney or Melbourne is not that easy. because like the problem is I only was here for 2 days, and I've been in Sydney now for such a long time, so Sydney is more in my heart than Melbourne, obviously, and I think Sydney is like more unique, has more unique landmarks like the Opera House, the Harbour Bridge. So when you talk about Australia, like Melbourne, Sydney is more special, like more what you imagine of Australia, like an Australian city. And I would, if you had to choose between Sydney and Melbourne, I would say go to Sydney. Yeah, the Melbourne people get angry now, I don't know, but I don't say anything bad about Melbourne. I also really like Melbourne. And maybe if I had studied here and stayed here for a longer time, I would say the same thing about Melbourne. And I also really like Melbourne, like great architecture, great vibe, great people here, everything is, I can't really say anything bad about Melbourne. I think Sydney is also cleaner, but yeah, this is just my impression. And Sydney has the beaches, they are not that close, so you always have to, I don't know, 50 minutes or something, but also depends on where you live in Sydney. So yeah, the beaches, it's also a big argument, but here in Melbourne or close to Melbourne is also a beach. I haven't been there, so I can't really talk about this or say if it's a great beach, if it's worth it, but yeah, the beaches in Sydney are an argument, and it's a really great city. And Brisbane, I don't know what it is with me in Brisbane. I don't know. I really love the city. I can't really explain why, but yeah, I had a great time there, and it's always warm the whole year. And I don't know how it is there in summer. Maybe it's too hot there, and the promenade and everything. It's great. So I would also say I like Brisbane more than Melbourne, but it's also weather thing. But I also had great weather here. So yeah, it's hard to rank the cities, but it's just my opinion, my impression. So yeah, but still, Melbourne is a pretty great city. You should definitely come here. You should definitely visit Melbourne, and maybe I will be here again. It's a great city, and I haven't seen everything here, but yeah, I really had a great stay here in Melbourne, and it's a great city. Now I'll move on and go back to Sydney. Later I traveled by bus. It was like the better option than flying, but it's a 12 hours ride with the bus the whole night. I hope I can sleep there, so this will also be a challenge, but maybe this is topic of another video, or maybe I'll talk about this. I will talk about it another time, so I don't know, this is not part of the Melbourne video. My moderation here is actually too long again, but yeah, this is just the things I wanted to talk about Melbourne, about Sydney, about cities, about Australia, and yeah. I hope you liked my Melbourne video. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's always Seth Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Cheers!